Hello guys, welcome to Duels and Deck Profiles, a segment on my channel where I talk about decks coming out, already out, gonna be meta, and all of the rest, and basically do a deck profile, a duel, and give you guys some ideas and tips on how to play the deck. So basically, guys, today it is the month of October, so we are doing a little more scarier themed archetypes. So today we're going to be looking at True Draco Hakai, Hakai being the scary part, or the Unchained as it's known in the TCG. And let's be honest, this archetype, it says horror written all over it. We got guys in chains, we got an Iron Maiden, we got all sorts along with like the scariest deck of all, True Draco, because floodgates are evil. But yeah, so today we're going to be looking at Hakai. It's a very fun archetype mixed with True Draco. Like honestly, it makes True Draco just that much more enjoyable because True Draco as a deck is not that interesting and kind of boring. But mixing in the Hakai is just a lot of fun, or the Unchained, whatever you want to call them yourselves. I call them Hakai because Hakai is more interesting than Unchained. But let's get into the deck profile so I can give you guys my thoughts and opinions on the deck and give you a duel quicker than and as quick as possible. So we play obviously for the True Draco cards. We play one Dynamite Knight because it set traps. We play one Hidden Seat because it sets spells. One Majesty Maiden because it searches monsters. These are True Draco cards. Don't really need to go too deep into why we play them. They're just big beat sticks that get us spells, traps, and monsters. We also play for but the Hakai or Unchained. We play one Disaster because it basically is the card that will make your whole deck go around, which is the first card that will allow you to link with your opponent's monsters. Also, when it dies, special summon Hakai for an Unchained from the grave. So you need to be playing three of this. It's your biggest monster and most important monster. We also play free Aruha because this one basically allows you to destroy a card on the board, special summon it from your hand. Also, when it's destroyed on the board, especially when an Unchained monster from your deck or hand. So very good. Two, Reka, because basically this one allows you to destroy a card on your board as a quick effect, and also when it's destroyed on the board, destroy a card, especially on Hakai from your deck. Also, being a quick effect to destroy a card on the board gives you synergy with your True Draco cards, so you could be popping your Apocalypse, your Heritages, your Returns, or even your Disciples, just to be able to gain more interruption on your opponent's turn. So this card actually does have very good interaction with the True Draco side of the deck, where it allows you to just gain more disruptions on your opponent's turn. So that's why we played this card as well. For spells, though, we're playing triple Abomination's Prison because it allows you to search any of your Hakai monsters or Unchained. Plus, all the True Draco spells and traps have an effect where if they're destroyed on the field while set, you get special summon a Hakai from the deck. So you do need this to be able to guarantee you summoning Hakai from your deck, mainly your Disaster. So you want to always have access to summon this from your deck, so you're playing as many Hakai spell and trap cards within reason as possible. We also play two Wailing of the Unchained Soul because basically whenever you link summon, destroy a card, and being able to link summon your on your opponent's card turn is really good. Also, this is a continuous spell, so you always use it for tribute fodder for your True Dracos as well, which is a nice little bonus in this kind of card. We do play Free Heritage because it lets us draw, two Disciples because it can recycle itself and draws, Free Diagram because it searches all True Draco cards, one Terraforming for the diagram, one Obstacle Goblin for a little more consistency. For the traps though, we do play two Escape of the Unchained. We're playing two of this card basically because it will allow us to pop a card on our opponent's board by killing a Hakai card, but also, or an Unchained card, but also it has this effect that lets you summon from deck while set. So I felt like playing two of this card and over one, it was a little better just to have that additional consistency to be able to pop this card while face down, just to guarantee you having access into your Hakai cards. We also do play free Abominable Chamber of the Unchained. Basically, you want to be playing free of this because it will summon a Hakai from your hand or graveyard, so it just gives you that reborn ability to be able to reborn your Link 2 and other Unchained monsters. To be able to just guarantee you free stuff. For True Draco cards, we do play one Return because it summons True Dracos, free Apocalypse because it's half attack, and then we play it free, There Can Be Only One, because it's like you're locked into Fiends and Worms majority of the time, but you just play a ton of Link monsters that aren't Fiends, so you can just link into them and be like, cool, I'm going to disrupt you this way. So It's a good card, definitely great, and you want to be playing it in this deck just because it's an additional resource in the deck. For extra though, we do play one Beat Cop because generic Link 2, one Pentastag because Link 2 that you can Link 2 into, one Akashic Magician because if your opponent does place that card in the other extra monster zone, where or the one that your monster's already pointing to, you can just summon this, return that card to the hand, and be like, well, I linked a new card and got rid of the card. Pretty good. So really nice. Triple Rage, Unchained Soul of Rage, because link with your opponent's cards on your opponent's turn, which is really nice. One Phoenix because it destroys stuff. One Unicorn because it shuffles stuff away. Also, if you're doing it on your opponent's turn without that can only be one, then you can use both of these effects on your opponent's turn because of Rage. Two. Anguish because it allows you to link on your own turn, which is nice. And what we play one Borosor for OTKs, one Zero Venus because of this card as well. One, two Abomination because this card is just a plethora of pop effects. Like let me just read to you. You can target one if this card on the field is destroyed by a card effect. If a card on the field is destroyed, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. When another monster on the field is destroyed by battle, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. During the end phase, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. So basically, this is a card that says destroy, 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 which is really, really nice just to have that additional access to destroying more cards. So really nice in general. And finally, you do play one Bomber Dragon for more access to destroy cards. So this is the deck. I built it mainly to be focused around the Hakai, but the True Dracos are there to just give it a little more consistency, a little more access to its other stuff, and just more power in general. So without further ado, let's get into a game so I can show you what the deck does. Hopefully we can have a fun game, get into it really quick, and just show you what the deck does in general. So we lost the dice roll apparently, so let's see if we go first or second. We've not opened the best either, to be honest. But we've opened this, which will just allow us to get to our whole Unchained stuff. We're up against Thunder. Okay, that's fine. Like, Thunder isn't a problem for this deck. It's actually quite easy to deal with. So he's going to go ahead and do all of his Thunder stuff. Because also we can link away with our opponent's cards. So we're going to link away pretty much anything. As long as he doesn't end on a Colossus, I feel like we should be fine. If he does end off with a Colossus, then, which this deck will probably do, then it's going to be a little hard unless we don't draw a card that can let us pop cards. Because right now our only way to really pop cards is this to search a Aruha or a Reika. So we need that access to be able to get to them. But we do have access in other ways as well. With like we have the there can only be one to just hinder our opponent's plays, and we're up against a OCG build of this deck. So let's see what this card. So this card is the one that allows you to just gain different effects for when summoned. So he's gonna probably be fusion summoning. So wait, what is this? Lunar Dark Spirit. Oh, okay. This is one that banishes a dark to summon itself. Yeah, cool. Okay, so he's got a Titan. He's just gonna make double Titan pass. Interesting. What's he doing? Oh, Appaloosa. Okay, that makes sense. All right, and we drew a heritage. So we don't have an amazing board, but it should be fine. All right, so we'll go ahead and use this, and we'll go ahead and add to our hand an Arha. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and set the Dirge and attempt to use the Arha. Will he let this go through? If not, it should be fine. It's just a little bit of a backlog. Okay, so we go ahead and do this. And we'll go ahead and summon out the disaster. Alright, then we'll go ahead and attempt to use the disaster fused with the Titan. He's going to obviously negate that. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and link into a Rage. Alright. Then we'll go ahead and normal summon our heritage, activate our heritage, and tribute the heritage to summon out the Majesty Maiden to essentially chain block a card in hand. Then we'll enter the battle phase, and we'll go ahead and attack the Appaloosa. Alright, Appaloosa is gone, main phase 2. Set that there can only be one, set the escape of Unchained, and we'll pass turn. So we are in a very good position. We can essentially link off with our opponent's Titan currently, which is really good. We're going to straight up chain the Rhaegar to fuse with that to link with that Titan, and we're going to go ahead and summon out our Arbor using the Titan and this. Now, what he's most likely going to do is he's going to go ahead and use that Thunder Dragon fusion to go get a Thunder Dragon Hawk. But because we have the there can be only one, he's just gonna not be able to do anything from that, and we're gonna win because he can't really link it away or do anything along with it if we do this. So let him summon his monster, and then we just chain the there can only be one, and he can't play the game. So now he's just locked into a position where he is stuck and he can't really do anything. I should have used the Majesty Maiden there though. That was my bad. Like we would have gotten the Dynamite Knight. Okay, so our turn. We're gonna go ahead and just allow this to happen. We'll go into our turn, and we'll go ahead and just kill him now because we're gonna link with this dragon, summoning out a Bomber Dragon using these two. Normal summon the Rhaegar, and go into the battle phase. And that's game. So essentially, what this deck will do is it will guarantee you basically just have control of the game a lot of the time. Like, if obviously with the hand we had, if he ended on a Titan, on a Colossus, the hand would have been really, really bad because then we wouldn't have been able to do anything outside of that. But because he didn't, we were essentially able to end on a board that gave us a way to link away his Titan, a way that had a way to just disrupt all of his plays and just stop him from playing the game with the there can be only one. So that's basically what the deck does. It's honestly a really much more enjoyable build of True Draco than just pure True Draco, which just like sets 5 floodgates, has a Dynamite Knight on board. But guys, that's the video. Tell me what you think of this deck in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to tell me in the comment section below. If you think this is a really good deck, tell me what you think of it. If you guys are going to be playing this deck when the Unchained come out at the end of this week in the sneak peek, tell me that in the comment section below as well. And I will see you guys in the next one because this was a fun video. I really do enjoy the Unchained, and mixing it with True Draco just gives it a more consistent edge in the deck. So tell me what you thought of it again. I'll see you guys in the next one. Robot1 signing out, and become the Unchained.